Now, week one, an absolute bloodbath. Ugh. Oh man, there was a lot going on week one. But that's gonna be every week in fantasy football. Let's be honest. All right, off the gate, me and Pop. That was an ugly one. That was one I wasn't proud of to win, but I will take it any day of the week. That probably sounded disgusting in the microphone. I apologize. I don't know. This beer is making me burpy. All right, me and Pop, week one. Um, I started Jameis Winston like a fool. I let everyone talk me into it. Well, all the analysts and media men talked me into it, and trash. Never again. Dropped him. Not picking him up. Not even looking his way ever again. Never again, Jameis. And then an absolute dud of a game out of Marcus Goodwin. But all my other players played very well. My big four all showed up, played very well. Pop, unfortunately, Tyreek Hill goes down. That was huge. And then a couple guys didn't come up as the running backs essentially, Aaron Jones and Matt Breida, which I think is going to be a problem for Pop until he gets a big name guy, unless Aaron Jones steps up into that role. It's gonna be a problem for him all year. So I won 136.8 to 102. Wasn't a pretty match. It wasn't glorified one. This one was actually probably it was 1A of matchup of the week. Sorry, it was 1A of matchups of the week. Um, Jason and Young Leno. That was a crazy one. And I got to watch it all the way through, man. Um, just points flying left and right. This guy's up. That guy went up a little bit, and Delaney just shot up. And I did not think Jason was going to come back, but Marlon Mack had a really late score. Williams had a really late score, and then Josh Jacobs came through and held it down. We thought Big Ben was going to have a better night than what he did, but again, Big Ben on the road means an L normally. But all your other specialty players came through and made plays. And IDPs absolutely went nuts as far as like the linebacker and D lineman played. Delaney, Corey Littleton 32, and then Vander Esch 19 for Jason. That was an absolute slobber knocker right there. That was 1A of matchups of the week. Great job, great fight, and I imagine that there'll be some more of those coming this year. Next up, Breezy and the Donald. This was it was over before it really. Well, it was over like midway through. Kind of had a feeling Don was gonna take that one. Some good performances out of Derrick Henry came through big. Evan Ingram, I think he's gonna keep balling. Came through big. Breezy had David Johnson going off for 22, and and Drew Brees actually held it down for 23, and then some smaller points in between there. But it was actually a decent matchup, but I think Don had that one sewn up pretty early. Next up, upset of the week, Kamal K. Measy falling to the Rook. Oof, the Rook. Mike Adams. Mike Adams came out with a strong performance, 146.5 to Kamal's 102. Kamal just absolutely couldn't get anything rolling. No AB. Gurley and Mixon looked quite pedestrian. Philip Rivers was the high score. And then Mike Adams, man, Austin Eckler looked phenomenal. And I don't see why. I understand why the Chargers would allow Melvin Gordon to come back, but Austin Eckler and Jackson looked like they are a good formidable duo, and they can hold that running back position down. And then Tom Brady just absolutely just did it on the Steelers. But I don't. I still everyone's saying Tom Brady might be a fantasy quarterback this year. I still don't believe it. I have to see it more than 1 week, opening week. And then outside of those two, I mean, everything else is kind of lukewarmish. Could have had some better plays here and there, but it's all right. This next one, J Rock, the defending champ versus T Man, the two-time champ, Mister No Keepers. Um, it was ugly starting off, but then it got close towards that Monday night, and Torian had a chance with needing another 5 points out of Bradley Chubb and couldn't quite get it. Um, Sorry again, guys. Carson Wentz got hot late for J Rock. Keenan Allen held him down. My dog Keenan, miss you, bruv. Um, and then Alshon got hot with Carson late. That's a nice. That might be a nice little two-piece for the remainder of the year, as long as they're shootouts. T-Man, Aaron Rodgers had a down week. Running backs really had a down week. It was just a kind of a lukewarm week. It was kind of an odd one for you guys. And then matchup 1B, Mike Priv versus Mike Priv the second, aka D Sleazy. Um, Lamar Jackson, Shraggy, Lamar. Okay, okay, nice. That's a running back throwing the rock, huh? No, that's that's Lamar getting it in. 42.6 points to start off the season. The only thing better than 42.6 starting off the season would be an actual win. Dane comes back with a crazy Monday night in one game comeback from with Deshaun Watson, Alvin Kamara, D Hop, and his kicker. I mean that quad of D Hop, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Deshaun Watson, and I don't know if I said Kamara. I don't know where I got lost in that whole mix, but that four, you know what I'm talking about. That four, it's gonna be disgusting, but we'll talk about that later. But that was a great game. Those guys were literally shooting out all game long. Dane thought he was, catch up a couple. Then Julio catches a late one, and then Thielen catches the one touchdown out of 10 passes total in Minnesota, or 10 completions, whatever the stat was. And Dane Diggs gets nothing, or a little bit, and Rudolph gets nothing, and Carson has a great game. That was just a great game. Delaney and Jason, Mike and D Sleazy, great games. Those were definitely the two matchups I was watching the entire time and counting the numbers and crunching. So great opening week, fellas. It's only gonna get muddier and murkier from here, and it's only gonna get more sweaty and stressful. So enjoy picking up those lineups in the morning, guys. All right. Now next up, we have a quick waiver wire. We have a quick waiver wire overreaction, or uh, review, essentially, from opening and from this week, actually. So we'll get into that right now. Oh, hello again, guys. All right, this will be pretty quick. I just want to give you guys a breakdown. I'm not sure if anyone knows how to get to the screen outside of me. I'm not sure if it's even accessible to everyone. I will start posting these up, I think, or maybe just incorporating them in the videos. So obviously, the first waiver opening after the draft, um, it was pretty much me winning Dair Ogunbowale for $3. No one else really bid on him. Nope. Uh, there was really no like bidding wars. Let me try to double check real quick. Sorry guys. I know you don't want to watch this. Um, this is terrible. Sorry guys. This is a complete waste of time. Yeah, there's no bidding wars for the opening week. All right. Second week, September 4th. Bidding wars. Dak Prescott, Justice Hill. Okay, so Mike went Justice Hill for 13, and I bid $1 on him. That was really only. I bid $1 on Deshaun Jackson. Mike beat me again for Deshaun Jackson. So great job, Mike. Breezy was the only one to bid on Dak Prescott, even though I wanted him. I was waiting to get him for free. I didn't think anybody was going to get him. Great job, Breezy, getting him for 5. He's definitely looking well worth it. And Kamal picks up DJ Chark, but ends up dropping him later. DJ Chark, but ends up dropping him later. Let me try to pronounce my stuff better, guys. All right, Wednesday, September 11th. This was the opening week for this week. J Rock drops 20 on AP. 20 bomber. 20 on AP. The next up, Dane dropping 20 on AP. The champ showing his veteran seasoning with the perfect bid. Dane wanted him. Champ said, "Nah, I have a higher waiver order than you because we dropped the same amount." That's what happens with tiebreaker. It goes to the higher waiver order. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, congrats, guy. Oh, Dane had more points in one. J Rock had less points in one, and that's why J Rock got him. $20, great bid. Michael Brown. Next person up, bid on Michael Brown was J Rock for 15, and then next up was Mike Adams for 5. So a little bit over bid, but you got two you got a starting running back and a quality backup handcuff running back. You don't know what's gonna happen with Todd Gurley. I dropped both of those guys unfortunately because I went off of the reports and active AP and Gurley's gonna get the full workload, and I needed receiver, so I dropped both of those guys. I should have held on to him. That was my fault. Next up, J Rock was unsuccessful getting Ted Ginn because he already got the other guys that he wanted. Dane wins Burton for free. He put 8 on him, but although, and that was pretty much it. That was pretty much that week. This last one coming up, and I'll put the shots up, of course, so you guys can see this. And then next up was Kamal picks up Naheem Himes for $1. Dane also bid another $1. So Dane has been coming up just short. Little bruv, just a little more a little more conviction with these waiver pickups. But now, and we get into the meat and potatoes, what everybody's been waiting for. I had to do all that stuff just to feel like, I know I missed last week. I just wanted to give a little bit of last week, but now we're gonna get into the official power rankings. These power rankings are my opinion. This is what I feel is the power rankings, is the order, the structure, the power of Prestige right now. They could be completely different 2 weeks from now, but this is right now, week 2, who I feel are the biggest and most likely to run and win it all. We're not talking about just straight record. We're not talking about just points put up. We're talking about team structure. There's a whole bunch of variables that go into this. So don't get butthurt. Just get better. Okay? Don't be the problem. Be the solution. Let's get right into it.